YouTube, it's your boy Chops, coming to you with another video. Part 2 of the suspension job on Black Pearl. Second part, Black Pearl getting this manicure. You see, I got the belt, the bed off. Got my jack, not my jack, but my jack underneath. Bed's off. So I'm getting ready to get started on this. Let me show you what I got. I got 2 new shocks. Shackles. Those are 2-inch shackles. Shocks extenders and a flip kit. And also a sway bar for the rear. So got all the bolts and stuff for the flip kit, sway bar, because this truck didn't come with a rear sway bar, so I think I gotta do some drilling into the frame to mount it. There's the hardware for it. Right there, goes over the rear end, attaches to the rear end, and the sway bar links. You gotta drill a hole and bolt it to the frame. But anyway, this shouldn't take as long as it did, as the front did on my when I did it last weekend. Excuse me, I can't think right now. Trying to get my thoughts together, but here it is. Did my parts, flip kit, shackle, new shocks, sway bar, and I'll bring you back on once like I said, I'm not doing no tutorial, so I'll bring you back and show you what I got on one side, and then I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. Sorry, YouTube. Hold for the next clip. Okay, YouTube, I screwed up. Well, I got my shackles in, leaf springs reset, got the bottom part of the flip kit in, got the U-bolts hanging, plates up there. I tell you where I screwed up at. I dropped the leaf springs first, got them on the ground, and then I was jacking up my rear end. And when I was jacking up my rear end, my jack was rolling back at the same time, and then the rear end was rolling back with the jack. And when I did that, when I was jacking up, I pulled the drive shaft out of the transmission. So I got these bolts off, and I got to knock the drive shaft out of the rear end, slip it back in the transmission, and put it back in here. So this is the extra step I got to do. Also, too, guys, when you get your kit from whatever company you use, this happened to be Beltec. When I got to the point of putting my flat plates on and getting the rear end attached to the leaf springs, I went to bolt them up, and then stupid asses sent me the wrong bolts. These nuts are too small. They're supposed to be 5/8 nuts, and they're not 5/8 nuts. So I had to go all the way, I had to go to 2 hardware stores and find the proper nuts to go on these U-bolts to get this back together. So it slowed me down a little bit, but that's where I'm at. Next, after I get the leaf springs in, tighten up to the rear end, I'm gonna drop my drive shaft, put my drive shaft back in the transmission, put it back on the rear end, and then I'm gonna start on the C-notch. And I'll bring you back when I start on the C-notch. I get the C-notch in, then I'm gonna paint my frame. But I'll holler back at you in a few. Okay, YouTube, back's finished. Got it back down on all 4 wheels. See, I got the C-notch in, got the frame half painted. You know, it's painted good enough for me. In some areas, I still got to get that section right there. Got the C-notch in. Painted a little bit with got the sway bar. Well, I got a little paint on it, I don't care. Sway bar in. Flip kit's in. It's lowered as far as it's gonna go. I think this is in the back. It's a I want to say 7-inch because of this 2-inch shackle. So 6. I think it was a 4/6. So it might be 7-inch, 1-inch shackle. So I got 7 inches and 4 in the front. So it's all the way down. I hadn't put the bed back on because I ain't got nobody here right now to help me put the bed back on, but I'll get you another video before I add it in, before I close out this video with the bed back on. Now I got to get over here and notch out the bed frame. So it says you got to notch out about 24 inches of that frame, or that rail on the bed. So that's what I got left. Other than that, I'm complete. It's all the way down on all fours again. C-notch in, flip kit in, sway bar in, and that's it, fellas. Black Pearl has a fresh manicure. As far as the suspension, I think what I got left to do would be the rear brakes, and I'm debating if I want to put this on here, or I do have the new drums, shoes, spring kit, new wheel cylinders. I'm debating if I want to put that stuff on, or do I want to just get me a disc brake setup to put on here. But I got to find out if I put the disc brakes on here, will these 15-inch wheels fit, because I'm not changing the wheels. So that's what I got to find out from Little Shop. That's where the kit comes from, Little Shop manufacturer. I got to give them a call, and I got to find out the back space of these back wheels, and I got to ask them, will that work? If it will work, I'll order that. If it won't, I just go ahead and put the new stuff I got for the shoes and drums. There it is, YouTube. On to the next clip. I almost forgot to show you, I got my MBS Master Cylinder in there. Just got to bleed the system, put some brake fluid in there and bleed the system. So that is in now. I got that in, and like I said, I close the video out when I get the bed on there. So everything is done, like I stated earlier, except for just putting the bed back on now. Still a little bit more paint on it. It's decent. Ain't the best, but it's decent. So I'll close out putting when I get the bed back on, so you can see how low it is with the bed back on there. Like I said, MBS Master Cylinder on. And so if I decide to go with the disc brakes, I know I need to get a proportional valve, replace that proportional valve, because that proportional valve right there is for rotors up front, drums in the back. So I'm gonna get a wheel one or disc to disc if I decide to go. Well, I'm gonna go disc in the rear if my wheels will fit. If my wheels don't fit, I'm gonna put the drums back on and keep everything like it is. But if if I get hold of that company and they tell me that the disc brakes will work with these 15s, I'm gonna get the disc brakes for the rear, put them on. All right, I'll check back with you when I get the bed put on, guys. Later. All right, YouTube. Black Pearl sitting on his final feet with the bed back on with the 4.7 drop. So here's the issue I got with it. I got 4 inches in the front, 6-inch flip kit with the 1-inch shackle. And if you can see there, I'm sitting on the tire. They're just sitting on the tire. This street that that's on, this parking lot, is not even, so this side is not touching here. It's close to it, but it's not touching. And I haven't driven the car yet, the truck, excuse me. And you know the suspension is gonna settle. So I haven't even settled yet, and I'm already touching. So what I'm gonna have to do, and that 1-inch shackle, there is another notch. So I'm gonna take it to that. Hold on, let me let this tractor go by. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna adjust it to that other hole that's in that 1-inch shackle to see if I can raise it. So if I raise it high enough and it's settled, I'm gonna go that way. But if that don't work, I'm just gonna go back to a stock shackle in the back to raise it up. I mean, I like the way it looks right here, but it's gonna go down a little bit more because the suspension hasn't settled yet. So I did put, I think I showed it already, the the new body style Master Cylinder. I did show that, I think, in my last clip. But yeah, here it is though. Black Pearl with the bed back on. They got some issues with the lowering. I gotta change either the shackle, raise it up, go to the next notch in the shackle, or change it back to a stock shackle. Because these are some wide tires. That's 275 60/15, and they're pretty wide. And the front front's 245, 60, 15. It's not an issue with the front. It's the back. But I definitely like the aggressive look it has, the stance. But I gotta raise it up a little bit more. All right, YouTube, that's it on the fresh manicure on a Black Pearl with that 4.7 drop. Soon to be a 4.6 drop, possibly. All right, YouTube, later.